Hey, I'm Stephanie Athens. I played at Messiah College. I was a midfielder. Past college, I actually got to play for the first professional women's lacrosse league for the Baltimore Ride. At Messiah, I was blessed to be a part of a team that was very successful. We were 3-time conference champions. One time, I was the MVP of one of those championships. I was a 2-time All-American. I'm from Southern Maryland. I come from a very large family. I'm one of 10. We've been playing lacrosse ever since I was little. Grew up with a stick in my hand, just playing in the backyard with my brothers. So I started playing lacrosse my freshman year of high school. I didn't get to play when I was younger, which was kind of hard growing up because I felt like I had to make up for what I lost, and I had to work really hard to keep up with people around me. So I got recruited to play lacrosse in college, which was so fun. I went my freshman year to Pfeiffer University to play with my older sister Catherine, which is probably one of my favorite lacrosse memories. After my freshman year at Pfeiffer, I ended up transferring to Messiah College, where I spent my next 3 years playing lacrosse. I loved it. I had a great experience. So I grew up in an awesome family. I was very blessed to have parents that were both godly. I had a lot of brothers and sisters who had great influences in my life. A lot of them had a good relationship with the Lord, and from a young age, I believed in God. I thought I knew exactly what I was doing. I thought I loved Him the way my family did, and a lot of my faith and my relationship with the Lord came through my family, especially through my parents. My parents were taking us to church, doing Bible study as a family in the morning, and I thought because I was doing that, then that meant I was a Christian. It didn't happen in my life until I was much older. When I was in high school, I didn't realize it, but I was very selfish. I thought about myself on the field, off the field. I didn't really care about other people. I didn't really care about what they were doing and how I could help in any way. And FCA lacrosse actually had a huge impact in my relationship with the Lord and where that grew. It was my senior year, going into my freshman year of college. I was a huddle leader at Gettysburg for FCA lacrosse camp. I had the very youngest group, and that was a very fun summer of learning how to think less about myself and how to think more about those girls. I had to make sure they were brushing their teeth, make sure they had clothes on before they walked out of their rooms, and for the first time in my life, something was focusing other than myself. My focus was on those girls and not on myself, and the Lord was just slowly chipping away at my heart that I hadn't realized it, but I was just continuing to be so hardened to the sense that I didn't care about anybody else. I was just so focused on myself, how I could be successful on the field, how I could be successful in the classroom, and how I could present myself like I was this Christian girl, but really on the inside it was pretty ugly and it was pretty gross. Wednesday night, when the Lord at the end of the week was really just hounding it in on me, and I just remember, I can't even remember the song that was playing, but just sitting there and crying and just not even knowing why, but just feeling this pressure and then letting it get released. Like the Lord was literally just saying, like, Steph, please give me your heart because I want it so badly, and I can do so much with it, but you can't keep thinking about yourself, and it can't keep being about you. It has to be about me and what I can do through you. One time I used an analogy when I was talking to the girls later on, the few years after camp. I used the analogy of a locker room. My heart was a locker room, all shut. In each locker, there were different things. Hey, in one locker, it was super clean. My nice new fresh jersey was in there with my new fresh sticks and my white cleats. I was so excited. But in some of those other lockers, oh man, dirty socks, old towels, kind of gross stuff. And if Jesus walked into that locker room, into my heart, I was so pumped to show him that fresh locker, everything that was clean. But something I didn't want to show him was that ugly and dirty locker. But guess what? He's like the janitor. He already knows. He's already seen everything. But I need to show him. He needs to allow me to show him that, and he wants to see it because he knows it and he loves us either way. Doesn't matter what we're doing. So that was a big summer for me to open up my heart to realize that it's not about me. It's about other people. It's about the Lord, and it's about what He can use, how He can use me to influence other people, and to open up my heart and to be not afraid to show the ugly and dirty things, to not be afraid to show the fun things, the exciting things, the clean things, the things that I am good at, that He gave me that talent, that He gave me those gifts, and I can use those to further His kingdom and for His glory. At Messiah, we had a saying, it's loved, period. That word took a lot of time for me to realize what it meant, but loved is playing the sport you love, knowing that there are no pressures, knowing that you're loved by the King of Kings. You are a daughter of the King, and that should release all the pressure that you have when you're playing so that you can play freely and enjoy it, have so much fun, because it is fun.